Welcome back, Guardians. Okay, to be fair, I did actually get in the game finally after about 2.5 hours of actually trying to. Um, because of Light Dark Saga, and because we're pushing a lot of FOMO right now with these rapid fire chapters or installs or whatever you want to call them, a lot of people are crowding the server, and that's understandable. That's great, I think that's great. It's still, again, it strikes at the idea of why you have crossplay. Crossplay isn't about, having all your friends come together and play together, because I don't know about everybody else, but the friends I made on PlayStation, they're still here. And the two or three that did go to explore PC gaming have come back to console gaming. Uh, and and then there are lots of people I know who play all of the platforms. They have an Xbox, a PC account, and a Sony account. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't really understand what the whole point behind crossplay really was, because this happens. If it was just Sony and just Microsoft and just Xbox, then this wouldn't be happening. You know, because we each have our own dedicated servers. So yeah, for the first couple of days, this is going to happen. And honestly, considering that Xur doesn't show up till Friday, and strange coins, don't stack beyond 99, it kind of makes sense, that maybe I probably will wait till Friday to actually get on to play. And also, this is a perfect example of why I don't want to pay any more money to Bungie for their game, because as fun as it is when you get to play it and it's stable enough to play, uh, getting there is more work than it's really worth. And if I had paid for this expansion and I was sitting on here for 3 hours waiting to get in to play on my first day, because TikTok, I'm not charged by the minute to play this game. I pay for the full season, and I would want to experience the full season. Every second that I can play, I want to be able to play. And yeah, I mean, chances are towards the evening it might be a little bit less crowded. I know school's out in my area for most of the districts, so yeah, chances are we're having network crowding through that too. But anyway, yeah, so I did get a chance to take a look at the shop. It's got the Sparrow Getaway, where you get on your Sparrow and then it shoots out from underneath you. And there's two new shaders, which I was going to pick up, but they didn't. I got kicked. Tension contacting Destiny servers and then chicken. So I'm sitting here and I'm just gonna talk about what I made for breakfast. So last night, wife brought home my wife brought home Burger King for all of us, and my son made a really fantastic vegetable stew. So we had hamburgers and stew, and I didn't have enough room for the hamburgers, so I saved it over. And what I've been doing lately is I take off the pickle and the lettuce because it doesn't microwave very well, and I microwave it for 15 seconds aside, in the wrapper. Unless of course it's a foil wrapper, then I have to wrap it in baking paper. Um, 15 seconds aside is enough. With or without cheese, it doesn't make a difference. And then that goes into a bowl and it gets cut up into spoon-sized bits. And then I fry 2 to 3 eggs, put that on top of that, and then it's just salt, pepper, red pepper, and chow. And I mean, it's actually really tasty. That's probably actually really even good with, if you wanted to use sriracha if you're into that, or any other kind of hot sauce. I might try this with some teriyaki next time, or I might try this with just some plain. I have had it with plain old ketchup. It's really delicious. It's got the right mix to it. And actually, if you put some beef gravy over this, it'd be pretty close to a local moco. Instead of rice, though, you'd have the bun. But I mean, carbs are carbs, right? So there we go. Man, it's delicious. Burger King makes a good burger. They're kind of light on the meat side of things. They're not the big, thick, juicy patties, but they're still good. And like I said, they microwave very well, which is I don't know, a good thing or a bad thing? Microwave more content in it. So that says a lot about Burger King burgers versus everybody else I've tried to microwave. They turn into rubber or a tire patch. Well, it's kind of rubber anyway. Um, but the Burger King burgers, they have a nice texture still. You know, the burger texture should be um, mealy, I guess the word is, but not like gummy. It should come apart pretty easily in the mouth. Oh, here we are. All right, let's take a look. All right, so we have Infamy for the taking. That's good. New items in Eververse store. Well, that's what I want to go check out. So we're going to go straight for that. All right, so there's the Sparrow Getaway. Yeah, it's a little mini Sparrow. Then flop. There we go. Two new shaders. Aces full of kings. Oh, it's actually pretty nice. It's kind of a Cade 6 shader. And then we have the Cloud Striding Culture, or Kuchar, which is a fancy French word for fashion. Um, why not? We'll do that too. We have a Universal Ornament for Intrepid Discovery Cloak. I like it, so I'll take it. I've got the dust for it, so we'll do that. And I'm going to skip past this. Is the Eververse store. Oh, wait. No Bright Dust reward here. That's kind of sad. Uh, wow, lots of packages. Nice. Okay, that's not pretty bad. That's not bad at all. I don't care about any of this. This is all the pick up and do things. Um, yeah. And here we go. The Bright Dust shop itself, circling sharks in a wading pool. This one's been around for a while. Not interested. This is the Erector set jump ship. Not a fan. Seafoam Glide. Okay, this is the summertime cycle, I guess. Not a fan. Ooh, the Ergor. Okay, if you're a fan of the whole, you know, Cthulhu, Elder God, corruption kind of motif, or if in fact you are a Warhammer 40K player, this is pretty cool. Very grimdark. You have the Iridescent Death, which does do a nice treatment on the Crimson. We don't have anything else down here that we need. All right, so that's gonna be that. Let's see. Up in the Vanguard, what is the design for? It's Cosmodrome, so it's gonna be Saber Shark or the Corrupted. Let's see who's our Fire Pit, huh? Acolyte. So it's gonna be the Disgraced, not the Corrupted. My bad. What's this up here? Power Leader. Power leaders boost members of the fire team to a minimum of 1977 during the selected activity and receive a commendation bonus at the end. Oh, I didn't know that. Must be something I didn't pay attention to last time. Uh, oh, it applies to everybody. That's cool. So if I have the highest power in the activity, then then I get something for it, I guess. But I guess power levels have to be enabled for this, right? They're not here, obviously. Okay, so that's the Vanguard stuff. Now let's take a look over here. What do we got here? We got momentum control, which is going to be fantastic because I believe there's a few nodes on this pathway that will feature getting super kills. So that'll be a fast way to burn through some of that. Let's see what we got here. On the first, this is the first of many paths you'll take. Hand cannon is nice. So go to arc abilities, solar abilities, sniper rifles, of course, sidearms. I don't know if this is the same for everybody. When it starts, or if it gets tailored as you go through based upon what you chose. Because the last pathway I had Monday night, it was a lot of Crucible in it because I just don't play PvP. I have no interest in Crucible outside of something like Momentum Control because then it doesn't really fucking matter. You're just there to have fun and watch things blow up, which is great. Okay, So, not sure exactly how stable everything's going to be, but I'm going to go ahead and test the waters by doing my usual gunsmith bounty pickups. Go head on out to I think Nessus this time, uh, and maybe do Artifact's Edge a few times. It's got a little bit more beef on it because it's a featured zone, I guess. Oh yeah, you don't have to stick around for this part if you don't want to, but it's just going to be gameplay. I'm going to be muting. Uh, so thanks for sticking up, hanging out to this point, and until next time, play well, be nice, and I think I'll go ahead and let the gameplay run for however long Destiny leaves me alone,
Checking now.
and we'll see what happens. You can watch me make all the bad choices.
Fenchurch does the exploring. There.
Back from the hunt, I see. It's good to see you alive, Guardian. I was wondering.
Guardian. A prepared soldier is a victorious soldier.
What do you need? Take it. Keep it loaded.
Enemy buildup identified, Captain. Threat level has increased by at least 10%. Elimination of hostiles advised.
Yeah, if I had the Huckleberry, I could have probably very easily uh, got kinetic and submachine gun done at the same time. But as it is, we're going to be doing it this way. This guy always hides back here. You know what? Let's pick up another bounty.
Friends, I have numerous
So yeah,
there.
this is like a third
Suggest course
weekend,
of
I
action.
think,
All components spread
using
out.
the Pathfinder. I have to sticker every time I say that because it's like D&D's competitor, uh, which now D&D has many competitors. But anyway, uh, using the Pathfinder options, you know, having all those there, and I like it too because they don't expire except at the reset. So I could literally squat on the pathways that I have right now if I feel like it, and just pick through and just have the one engram at the end of the week by completing it. Of course, then you know you still have to complete stuff. But the thing is that so far as I could tell, um, you don't. It doesn't reset if you know don't do it in a couple of hours. Uh, so that's a good thing, actually. I like that. Brings a level of casual engagement that you know used to be something that was pretty prevalent in Destiny One, and I think also the Pathfinder does also correct the exploit that lots of people were doing by stockpiling weekly bounties or daily bounties or whatever before resets, before you know uh, expansion updates and things like that. So that's also a good thing too, and it does reinforce my opinion is that you know all this, you know, do these things before the new season to get ahead. Blah blah blah. The situation. It's like no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're going to get there just as fast as everybody else is going to get there, depending on what your level of engagement is, and you know how much how much time you have to put into it. So you know, stressing yourself out by trying to you know get everything done in the first you know few days is just going to lead you to feeling you know just you know disconnected from everything else that's going on. It's kind of like you know you could have you know if you go to the buffet and you get like 5 plates full of one of everything on the fucking buffet and you know how much can you really eat? I mean, there's lots of people out there who can eat a lot, but I mean, myself and most of the people that I know, we're good for a plate. So just pick things you really want and enjoy yourself. And I have fun doing lost sectors and controls. I really do. And it's not that I'm settling or anything because um, there are some weapons out there that would be fun to play with, but honestly, I don't know if I'm really doing it for the gunplay. I don't really get into the gunplay. I'm not that kind of an individual. Um, I play it from the perspective of the mechanics. That's more or less the way I've always played video games is from the mechanics. Going for power ups was just a means to an end. So if there's a piece of armor or weapon out there that provides you with a power up, like Wither Horde, you know, it's good crowd control. It's AOE, DOT, damage over time, area of effect, uh, and that's good. You know, like the Malfeasance. You know, it's got a perk that versus Taken, which also for some reason does about the same kind of damage output for Scorn and Hive in general. So that's kind of fun. Um, so yeah, so going for the Malfeasance,
Dear
that was
Captain,
worth it.
I detect
Going
enemy presence.
for you know the Blast
Recommend
Furnace
disabling
and the
access to
Hammerhead
prevent threat
during
escalation.
the Brave event, that was because you know I really like these guns and you know I like the way they feel in the game. I like the way they perform in the game. And there's you know there's some exotics out there that offer certain perks. Like I said, the Malfeasance, the Wither Horde. I like the Izanagi Isburian because you get that one you know quad power shot. Uh, but there are some exotics out there that are really fun. You know, like the Cerberus. You know, you could just go freaking nuts with that. I think I'm on swords right now. Actually, double check here. Oh, we're all done. Guess what, kids? That's it. Let's see what we got for season pass pickups. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and crack this bright dust, this bright engram. Okay, excellent. don't think there's anything else. I'm getting pings for quests, but there isn't anything that's highlighted in my quest log. So I don't know if that's like Bungie's. It's not a bug, it's a feature reminding you to buy our game and spend money on us and give us stuff. Uh, so yeah, I am chasing the Vanguard ornament. So we didn't get anything done here because we're not in Gant. We were on patrol. We weren't in actually anything particularly good. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a path to adventure. I'm going to go here, here. Let's see, weakness and suppression versus scorch. We do scorch, and then we do void. Oh, we could do weakness and suppression on both of these, but I'm going to go there. And let's see, arc abilities or solar abilities. So if we're going to be pinging Scorch on the generic side of things, let's do this. All right, and we're going to load it into Vanguard because I'm still uh, leveling that up. And I think that's going to do me for right now. I fed, I gave YouTube 25 minutes of my time, which is probably making their panties wet with ads. So let me know if you guys got any ads in this stream. I'll keep it up for a few days. Until next time, be nice and play well. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out.